It's rich people that I've.
Who the fuck comes up with Facebook? The guy was in Harvard. When I was in uni, you know what I was doing?
In Harvard.
You know what I was doing?
What?
I was splitting a Subway for $7 with my mate because I never had money.
I
That's what I was doing.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
The Lebbie podcast is the best podcast in the area, and you can't change my mind.
Could you believe that we were so close this week to not do a Lebbie podcast? We were
Very close.
actually
Closer than ever.
I think
Than
this.
ever.
Look, we've missed a lot of weeks. Okay, we've missed weeks in the past, but this week in particular, for some reason, we were just so busy. Like,
Yeah.
I know we always complain like we're busy, but I'm telling you, we're actually working on stuff.
Man's
I don't want to
working.
talk too much on. I don't want to talk too much about this stuff. But the stuff we're working on, big projects, collabs.
Big,
And
big
I'm telling
things,
you-
big things.
Why do you sound like the guy? you know that video where the guy's trying out for X Factor?
Big things.
And he brings his brother along?
Brings his brother along.
Shut up, Hanjad, you're getting annoying.
Hanjad, you're getting
You know
annoying.
that guy that brings his brother along to X Factor? And then
You know
he's like, he's singing so good and he's like, girl, you make me wanna. And his brother's like, make me wanna do it,
Do it.
do it.
Do it.
This guy is the epitome of that. This guy is the epitome of bring your brother with you.
Listen, all right? Without me, this podcast is nothing. All right?
I'll just go edit myself then. And just find it.
You can't even make a thumbnail, bro. I'll give you a challenge to make a thumbnail, all right?
You
Next
know what?
podcast, you make
I edited one of the podcast clips for the Lebbie clips on TikTok, and it was probably one of our best clips.
Which clip was it?
The one about the BSB number? Pretty sure was that mine. Was that I edited that one?
What about the ones where I got 100K plus one?
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
we
the
got
thing is,
100. Listen,
act-
we got
I know,
100K
but the
plus
thing is,
one,
you act like you sit there editing, and I'm fucking going and mucking around and doing my own business. I'm sitting there with you the whole time while you're editing videos. Why you edit it is because you have a background in software. You're studying to be a software engineer. Okay, so that's your thing.
Studied.
Oh, you studied. You're done. You're done. You make me
I'm
feel
fucking
old.
done.
You make me feel old. Far
But
out.
anyway, yeah.
Yesterday, this.
No,
But
no.
yeah, no. Honestly, I wanted to touch on the fact that we got big collabs coming. Guys, stop. It's that time of the podcast again. We are sponsored by Manscaped. If you didn't know by now, you probably know by now. But this podcast is brought to you by Manscaped. Imagine shaving with a sleek, well-designed and optimized trimmer that makes shaving time your favorite time in the bathroom. Why do I sound like it's a longer lasting? No, but honestly,
Do you want longer last?
no. But I'm one of the first people to try the 4.0, and let me tell you, I'm blown away by the performance. The craftsmanship and details on the 4.0 are next level.
Manscaped engineered the ultimate groin and body trimmer for focusing on intelligent functionality and
Wow.
an incredibly comfortable grooming
Seriously?
experience. All right?
Are you kidding
Their
me?
4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce
hear that?
grooming accidents.
Can you hear that?
Thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology, I now feel confident shaving my boys.
Guys, don't hurt yourself because I know going in the bathroom and shaving your balls, it's a very sensitive area. It's the groin area. No one wants to cut themselves, so use the
No one.
4.0
Just
because
don't.
honestly, it's actually engineered. I'm an engineer, but I know that it's engineered, okay? It's engineered.
It's engineered for an engineer to engineer.
And did I mention wireless charging? The new wireless charging system uses electromagnetic induction, which can help battery length last longer.
Last longer.
What's wrong
Makes
with me today?
sense.
But anyway, I know you guys are sick of my voice.
Jinx, double
But
jinx.
you've listened to the whole podcast. But guys, did I mention 20% off and free shipping if you go to the checkout and use the Lebbie
shipping.
code? So use the Lebbie code at checkout at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping. Okay, your balls will thank you. Let's get back to the podcast. So like you guys have noticed probably I haven't been doing a lot of skits. I haven't been doing a lot of vlogs. I haven't been doing a lot of stuff. It's because I'm really enjoying this podcast. But that doesn't mean I'm stopping skits and stopping vlogs and stopping everything else. But this podcast, especially now that we can get guests. Okay, this week we didn't get a guest. But next week we've already lined up our guests for next week.
Is going to be
And
banger.
let me tell you, I believe that the next podcast will be one of the most moving podcasts because the story that this guy has that I'm bringing on. All right, you guys have noticed I always bring on TikTokers. It's always someone from from TikTok, someone from the area, this and that. This guy's not necessarily from TikTok and from the area, but you guys need to listen to this podcast. I'm
Right.
marketing it from now because I know this podcast deserves so many, like it just deserves a lot of people to watch it. a lot of people to gain inspiration from it because this guy's story is so inspirational. I don't want to give away too much, but
See, he's
let's
got a
just
great
say
story. He's got a good story.
he's got a great story. The guy, like, it's a different podcast. Our podcast is usually based on humor, based on funny, being funny, doing this, doing that, having a rant, having a laugh at the area.
Because like, at the end of the day, it's all good and all. Like, getting funny guests, having a laugh, but you gotta make it dynamic. You gotta get.
Sometimes we gotta address real issues that are happening in the world. And this guy, all right, you know what? I don't want to give away too much. Let's just keep it a surprise.
Leave it for
just
next
watch the next podcast. Obviously, watch the end of this one, but watch the next podcast. And because the reason why we took a break this week from guests is because we want to mentally prepare ourselves for this podcast because that's how big this podcast is going to be. So just be prepared for next podcast and be prepared for the collabs that are coming. And I am talking YouTubers, not only from the area, big YouTubers, big things, big things. There's going to be YouTubers, honestly, that are really big. Like, I'm not just saying that just from the area because there's not many YouTubers in the area, but
there's probably like 1 to 5.
1 to 5. but this guy's really big. And the thing is, we're trying to line up these collabs, sorting out the merch, guys. Sorry if you've, you know what? If you've ordered merch,
know what?
fucking tell them. Fucking tell them. Tell them to go.
Well,
be honest with them.
Deliveries fucked us. Let's just be straight up, right? Deliveries fucked us. Like delays and all that shit, Australian Post, get your shit together. You know what I mean? Get your shit together. Get it together.
Australian Post.
Our customers need to get their shit, and I'm trying to.
This is the first time we ever.
We're working on it.
All right, this is the first time we ever release merch. The first time we ever do something like this. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you've ordered merch and you've had to wait a while. It hasn't been that long. All right, it's been a month. Has it been a month?
Probably for some, it's been a month.
It's been a month for most people.
For the most part, it's probably been like 2 weeks for most people.
So it's been a month for you guys, and I really apologize, guys, for the delay and stuff. But let me tell you, when that material comes in, when that shirt comes in, when the Lebbie shirt, the jumper, whatever you ordered, when that comes in, you are going to say it's worth it. Because, guys, the material on this thing, the quality over quantity. All right, I don't know what that means, but quality. My parents and everyone ever tells me, quality over quantity.
That's it. Look, we could have cheaped out on the material. You know what I mean?
100%.
Maximize your profits, cheap out on your investment, if you want to say. But we didn't do that. We got like good material. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Good material, because that's what it's about.
I think it's all about product. When you're releasing a product, we haven't really talked about this, but I think product is all about quality. Okay, like quantity is one thing, but quality. Like when you buy something, you don't want to pay a lot. Yeah. But the thing is, sometimes you need to pay a lot. Why do you need to pay a lot? Because you want to get quality. Sometimes when you're buying something, and then you look at it and you're like, man, this seems so cheap. It makes you question the quality of the product.
It seems almost too cheap. When something's too cheap, I immediately question. I'm like,
hello. We're not saying go buy something expensive, fucking crazy expensive.
No.
But we're saying don't always cheap out, because once you cheap out, I'm fucking getting it with my car right now. I don't want to embarrass myself, but my car's fucking running to the ground.
Listen,
my car is basically on its last breaths.
To be fair, your car is partially your fault. I'm going to be straight up with you.
Why is it my fault?
Because you've let it get to that. You don't take
Why
care
have
of
I let
cars.
it get to that though? Why have
you as a person don't take care of your cars.
That is the one thing I lack.
And I went in your car and it's fucking dirty. I'll be straight up.
Fuck, why are you exposing my fucking...
I'm
not even talking about the cleanliness.
I'm being straight up.
I'm not even talking about the cleanliness.
Yeah, but that's another thing. You clean your clean
well,
your
you
car.
may as well say my fucking shit stink then.
Your shit stinks as well. No shit. What's it going to smell fucking like...
I'm joking. It does stink. Well, fucking a lot of people walk
What's
around...
it going to smell like Dior Sauvage, bro? It's fucking... It's shit. It's meant to shit.
No, but listen. The thing is, the reason why my car is like that is because I'm careless when it comes to my car. And that is the worst fucking habit I probably have out of all my habits. I have a lot of good habits. I have a lot of good qualities in myself. But one bad quality is keeping my car in check. All right? My car, if you look at my dashboard,
take care of your
you
car,
think
man.
it's a Christmas tree. It's lighting up that many fucking lights.
Bro.
There's lights that I don't even know exist. What the fuck is VMS? What the fuck is AVS? What the fuck is ABS?
I don't know.
What the fuck is SMA? What the fuck is CSI? What the fuck is HSP?
Are you just yelling random
I'm
abbreviations?
telling you, there's so many different abbreviations on my dashboard. There's the engine.
What the fuck's BRB? What's BTW?
You know what? There's a lot of people that have the engine light. Sometimes you can have the engine light on your car on for over 2 years, and it could still be working fine.
Listen, if it's working fine, I mean, there's probably something underlying that you can't
I'll tell you what happened
notice.
this morning. All right, I hit my car. I hit my car last week. I hit my car on the way to work, and I went into the back of a ute. Let's say, long story short, I wasn't on my phone. Surprisingly,
you chucked me on my first car.
I wasn't. You know what? I wasn't even on my phone though. The thing is, there's this road that I always take to work, and it's always a specific time of the morning. So when that specific time of the morning comes, it's like the sun's rising, and then it's like just becoming like, the sunlight is beaming. So as you're going on this road, like at that perfect time, the light is so fucking bright.
Yeah.
That you can't even see 2 meters in front of you. I'm not even kidding you.
Oof.
It's that bright.
Well, that's...
And I think I hit the perfect angle with the perfect luminosity of the sun.
With the refraction of the angle
With a refraction of 30 degrees with a velocity of 55. I swear to God, bro, this was some mathematical fucking, like, science aligning. I don't know what it was. All right? And I hit that perfect sunlight. So I was literally blinded. I'm not even joking, bro. Wallah, I was driving. I was blinded for about 4 seconds, 4 to 5 seconds. I was blinded. I could not see. I felt like something.
Did you have the thing down?
I thought the world was ending. Wallah.
Did you have the thing down?
What? Yeah, I had the thing down, but it doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying.
What's
it's
it
the
called
perfect
again? I forgot
angle.
what it's called.
The visor.
The visor. Yeah.
It was the perfect
Visor.
sun angle. So I'm telling you, I thought the world was ending, bro. I was like, what's this light? And I'm
Bro,
driving.
I think.
And what I do, I'm that dumb.
Yeah.
What do you do if that happens?
Slow the fuck down.
Stop. Slow down.
Slow down.
I, for some
That's
reason,
like the first thing
accelerated.
that
I accelerated. I'm like, all right, maybe I can get past this.
Yep, I'm blinded. I'm just
For
going to
some reason, I thought it was like smoke or something, where you drive and you just get past it. But not realizing that the guy in front of me slammed his brakes so hard that I got a face full of his bull bar. Literally, my face literally hit his bull bar and it went down my throat and I started choking on it. That fucking day.
That's a bit too descriptive.
It wasn't that bad,
liking.
but like literally I hit the back of his tow bar and then I'm like,
went into
fuck.
his ass.
And the problem is I was on a really busy road. So there's cars coming this way, there's cars coming that way, and I can't get out of my car.
You copped a few fucking...
So we both stopped. We both stopped, yeah? We're both sitting there in the car.
Yeah.
And then we literally wait because there's cars coming and it was the most awkward fucking... It would have been a minute before we got out of the car. I was just in my car for a minute.
Always awkward,
contemplating life, contemplating fucking what's going to happen, contemplating how bad his car is, contemplating the Lebbie podcast. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, that's it. It's over for me. Game over. I'm going to jail.
There's so many, like, when you have an accident, right? There's so many things that go into it, like step by step. The
100%.
Obviously you got the reaction phase, like the first reaction. Then you got this.
First reaction, shock. And then the second reaction is like, what do I do?
No,
because I've been in car accidents before.
And then it's like, fuck.
But you don't know what to do. That's the thing. You're so caught up. You're like, because I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm waiting for him to come out. He's not coming out. He's probably waiting for me to come out.
Yeah. But
the thing is, we can't come out. Why? Because there's cars on both sides. And if we get out, we're flat kabinayi. It's that bad.
Cabernet with extra spice.
With extra spice. But anyway, he finally decides to come out. So I'm like, all right, I'll come out. I swear, as soon as I open my door, beep, cars just coming
you
past.
Can just
like,
expect
how
that.
the fuck am I going to open my door? And then he literally became a traffic controller, the guy. He's like, he's doing that to the car so he can stop. I come out of the car.
Was he like an Aussie?
Arab.
Oh, he's an Arab.
New, 100%. Tradie Arab. Fucking looked at him, fucking Arab, 100%. He looked at me like that, and then he looked at the car, and he's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, well, your car's clearly fucking spotless. There was no damage on his car whatsoever. My front bumper, telling you my license plate is like in half. My license plate is in. My front bumper's pretty much hanging off by a thread. And I'm like, you know what? Don't worry about it. He's like, yeah, don't worry about it. See ya.
He's like, yeah, your car's already fucked. Just don't.
Because he realised, he's like, it's not worth it. It's not worth the headache. So I realised it's not worth the headache. So I drive back.
Yeah, he would.
What I do, I did the biggest Arab thing. Because everyone has an Arab neighbour or someone that they know that's a dodgy mechanic.
Yeah.
Right? And anything that happens to your car, they somehow know how to fix it.
There's always that one panel beater in every Arab family that just knows how to fix everything.
Literally.
The car could have one steering wheel, one wheel. He'll manage to bring it back together.
The car could be a complete write-off. There could be no steering wheel. There could be no fucking, no seats. There could be no windows. And he'll say, easy. We'll fix it.
Yalla.
It's what? So, yalla hatta bil driveway.
And then 2 days later, it's fucked again.
No, but he fixes it.
Yeah.
The funny thing is he fixes
it's
it.
Like a Band-Aid.
This dodgy neighbor or this dodgy Arab or this dodgy mechanic fixes the car For a day or two,
He might not always be Arab.
he might always be Arab.
But
Sorry
99%
for
of the
generalising.
99%
Sorry
of
for
the time it's
generalising.
Arab.
He might not always be Arab, but
Yeah.
he'll fix the car.
Yeah.
2 days later, and you think, fuck, bro, he fixed the car.
Yeah.
Wallah, you take the car to him, you're like,
I
there's
just
no
saved.
way.
I just saved $2,000. This is.
You're like,
brilliant.
there's no way he's going to fix the car. You're like, there's no way.
Like it's a win-win
How's he gonna know?
situation.
It's a fucking busted radiator with a compressor. The compressor's bent. Fucking.
Oh, bro, my first car. So 2 weeks after I got my first car, I'm cheering. You know what I mean? Red P plates, had the music going, windows down. I'm cheering.
Yeah.
And then I go on my phone. I'm changing the next song, right? Because I had the dodgy Bluetooth, the Bluetooth device. I had that, but I was changing the song, right?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at my phone. It must have been like a good 5 to 10 seconds. And I'm driving. And before I went to look on my phone, I see the car in front of me is like, it's pretty far away. Like,
Yeah.
I'm good to go. And then all of a sudden he stops out of nowhere. And then I look and I'm,
Oh, it was a you as well.
yeah, it was a you.
Same thing.
It was a you, but this guy didn't fucking let me go. This guy's like,
History repeats itself.
this guy's
But
nah,
his you was fine, wasn't it?
nah, the back bumper bar was a bit.
Oh, see,
See how you going.
the guy that I hit, literally.
No, but
his
the
car,
guy I hit, his was-
I think his car was better than before I hit it. That's how spotless it was.
You panel
I think
beated
I
his car.
actually fixed his car. That's why he was happy. He's like, bro, don't worry about it. It's good.
Nah,
But
what- yeah.
That's the thing. These Arab mechanics, like, you think they're gonna fix it. They fix it. They
Oh,
somehow
and
fix it.
my so the damage that I got. So his car was a company car, so he wasn't too fussed about it.
Yeah,
But then anyway, we dealt with it. I had to pay the excess, whatever the fuck that was.
yeah,
And then I'm like, fuck, how am I gonna fix this? My whole front was gone. My radiator fucked. My front bumper bar fucked.
yeah.
My bonnet fucked. Everything's
Yeah.
fucked. And then I go, oh, what am I gonna do? Funny enough, we know a panel beater. So I got him to fix it, dirt cheap, fixed it and everything, fine, perfect.
Yeah.
But then the car's too fucked to like do a
No,
Band-Aid
but the
fix.
thing is, you start getting problems that you never realized were problems.
Yeah.
So if you go to a dodgy mechanic, he'll fix it. I swear, for the first 2 days to a week, you'll drive the car. It's like a Ferrari.
Yeah.
The days after this 1 week of a honeymoon phase, I like to call, your car starts fucking up in ways that you will never know, in ways that you never thought it could fuck up.
Yeah.
Wallah, he fixed the compressor. I start getting problems with my fucking engine. I start getting problems with with my windows. My window doesn't work. How does that have to do with the compressor? And then you're like,
It
but then,
compresses the fucking.
but then my aircon stops working. My aircon will stop
aircon?
working. Bro, everything.
Aircon's fucking
literally,
important.
Aircon's so important, okay?
You know the amount of times I avoided getting in your car just because you don't have aircon.
My aircon works
How
now.
do you survive?
It works now, but it works.
But you're a guy who I don't know if it's because your car didn't have aircon.
No,
or whatever,
I actually don't like the
but
aircon.
you're a guy who doesn't like
I
the
actually-
aircon, which is surprising to me.
No, but the thing
It'll
is,
be 35 degrees and you won't even turn on the aircon.
because it makes me sick, bro. Wallah, like it gives me that fucking. It makes you cold, but at the same time, I feel like natural air is the best way. Wallah, you don't understand. I hate. The one thing I hate more
You're
than
not
the
gonna
AC,
like natural air when it's warm air, but when
it
you
doesn't
put
matter.
the window down,
I
it's
don't
hot
mind
air.
it, bro. Don't be a bitch. Look, listen. The one thing I hate more than the AC, the cool AC, is the heater AC in the car. Because that thing, I don't know how people do it.
No, I never do that.
In the morning, they jump in the car
No.
and then they're like, oh, yeah, it's a bit cold. Psychopaths, bro. They put it on heat. Anyone that puts on heat in the car in the morning, on a winter morning, is fucking psychopath because that shit makes you suffocate.
Listen, if you're driving 5 minutes, right, and it's cold, all right, it's cold, whatever, fucking, you're not gonna die. If it's cold and you turn on the heater AC for a 5 minute drive, you're a bitch. I'm sorry to say.
Not only a 5 minute drive, I think anything more, like any car ride, because or you can just wear
Just
a jacket.
survive.
Wear a jacket, you
Yeah,
survive. You're not gonna
die.
have frostbite.
Bro, I get more sick when I turn it on. I'm like, I feel fucked.
Nah,
I get a headache. I feel
it gives you a headache.
cuz you're
I
not
don't
gonna die.
understand it. Like, but also there's some people that love the AC on so cold. Like I've been to houses.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mention any
I'm
names.
not gonna lie, I'm like that.
Bro, I've been to people's houses. Wallah, it's hot outside. Okay, it's hot. It's 30. Let's say it's 31 degrees. It's 29 degrees. It's hot,
Yeah.
but it's not like crazy hot. It's not like you're gonna fucking melt like an ice cream. You walk into this person's house. I swear to God, it's like you're walking into the freezer section in Costco. It's so freaking cold, bro.
Mate, look,
Wallah, it's so cold. I'm like, how the fuck? And you know what's worse?
Yeah.
They'll be sitting in a shirt and shorts.
they'll be fucking chilling. What do you mean it's cold? Bro, there's two types of people. There's the
That
people
shits me the most.
that prefer to be at like a warm body temperature, or there's people that like to be fucking in the Antarctic.
I like being warm. I like
being cold.
I like being warm.
I mean, put me in Antarctica, I'll be fine.
No, I like the
like being
summer.
cold.
Look, I like the summer, but the thing is, I just don't like the fake. I don't want to call it fake air.
You like 40 degrees.
I like natural air. I like natural wind. I like feeling the
So
earth.
you're telling me
You know what? I feel like I'm a hippie at heart. I feel like I'm that person that will like,
everything natural.
you know,
Natural air.
those people that like go to like a grass
Natural
area
light. Yeah.
and they're like, I want to be grounded with the soil, and they take their shoes and their socks off and they literally walk with barefoot on like fucking dirt.
You want to be. You want to.
I want to do that one.
Become one with.
One with the earth. We are all floating in a molecule.
Mate, you're.
Cells.
I think it's safe to say you're fucked.
I think it's safe to say that we forgot to show
Oh yeah.
what we have achieved.
Is this?
I don't know how much you can see it. It's probably blocking the way.
Hang on.
I
Yeah,
don't know
they
if
can see it. They can see
But
it.
guys, if you can see it, this is a FIFA card of me. Guys, put me in your ultimate team. I reckon I'll fucking crack. Look, listen. This is Manchester United, all right? I go for Manchester United. I've gone for Manchester United for how long?
Yeah, show you one first. Explain it.
So this is me, all right? Probably could have picked a better photo, but anyway.
Hang on.
It's with the Lebbie. So centre back, obviously 90. I think 90 is a good rating. Could have gone on. Where's the 99? I feel like a fucking.
Hang on, I want to pull up.
parent. So guys, yeah, Lebanese, obviously, you guys know the guy. Manchester United, pace 80, which I think pace 80 is a bit pushing it. I reckon my pace.
You're
is
not
about,
pace 80.
I reckon my pace is about 75. If I'm going to be more fair, 70 to 7, more on the 70 to 75 side, more than 75 to 80. So I'd say about 70 to 75. And that's on a good day because, let's just face it, I'm more a long distance runner. I'm not very explosive. Tell me to run 5, 6Ks right now, 7Ks, I'll run right now.
How often do you play soccer? Have you
Fucking
played soccer?
hardly at all. I think the last time I played soccer was in school. No joke.
Yeah.
Or I played indoor soccer
I
with mates.
play indoor like every 1 to 2 weeks.
No, I hardly play,
active.
man. I prefer like
But
tennis.
somehow man got a lower rating, even though I play.
Wait, I forgot to show him the one dribble. Guys, I got one dribble. One dribble. How bad do you have to be to get one dribble? Honestly.
That's fucking terrible.
Like, no, but seriously,
That's
who the fuck can even be one dribble?
You're like fucking.
What do you have
Even
to do?
goalkeepers have more than one dribble.
How can you be one dribble? That's what I want to know. Can you not like even
Okay.
touch the ball? Like, how do you?
You can't even do a step over. You can't.
Like, does that mean if someone passes the ball to me, I try to dribble, I'll just stack it every time?
You're one of those blokes, yeah.
I'll just stack it.
Yeah.
I'm Irish.
You don't take a touch. You just fucking drop.
All right, one dribble, fine. 5 shot.
5 shot. I'd say that's pretty accurate.
What do you mean 5 shot, bro? I used to.
When was the last time you've taken a shot at goal?
I did a knuckleball. Last time I did a knuckleball. Last time I took a free kick and we went to the park.
Yeah.
I did a hectic knuckleball.
You done a knuckleball.
I did a mad knuckleball. I even did I did a crossbar challenge.
Proof or you didn't do it?
Well, we didn't fucking record it. Obviously, there's no proof.
Fucking record it.
Well,
Anyway,
99 defense as well. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty.
That's pretty
reasonable.
solid.
99 physical. Maui Dewari, watch out.
I gotta say your ratings are like pretty much opposite to mine. But anyway,
I think he worked that out.
listen, my boy Abdullah, the person who supplied us with this. Shout out the real Fortify. Check him out on Instagram. He does mad like FIFA cards, like honestly, and they're pretty good. Like the design and the material and everything. They don't cheap out. It doesn't cheap out. It's pretty
He
good.
doesn't cheap out.
So yeah, order one, have a laugh, do some funny ratings. It's actually a good gift for your mate or something. It's like a funny gift.
I think it's really good. This
was
is not
my-
even an ad, by the way. We just really wanted to show you guys.
Legit.
It's not an ad. This is literally just us excited about it.
Somehow man got 11 pace. I don't know how that's possible. How
are you faster than me? We raced at Brighton.
Yeah.
And I fucking beat you. Remember how we raced?
Nah, bro. You to be fair, man's got 20 kilos on you.
It doesn't matter.
so I think
Let Jaden hear that. Let Jaden hear that.
Nah, I haven't got.
Let Jaden
Is
hear
it
that.
20 kilos? Nah, it's not even 20 kilos.
Jaden
But-
weighs. How much does Jaden weigh? He weighs about 100 and something kilos.
Yeah. But Jaden's
He
built
was
different.
beating every person that I've seen.
Compare Jaden's legs to mine.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Jaden's
Well,
a
pace is
different.
pace.
Jaden's a different breed. All right. The guy's got fucking trunks for legs.
Yeah, mashallah. Shout out Jaden.
That's why he can run.
But yeah, we've done our 6-week program, by the way, and we cannot wait
Tell
to
them
show you.
about it. Tell them about it.
We're sort of wearing baggy shirts and shit. You know what the funny thing is? You can never tell someone's true progress until they take off their shirt. So I'm probably going to take off my shirt. Right? No, I'm joking.
Actually?
I'm not going to take off my shirt. But eventually you will see photos of the progress, and I'm going to tell you it's a big change. Like, although the changes won't be like, wow, It's only 6 weeks. Don't forget, it's only 6 weeks. Don't expect me to have abs, chest bra, and turn into Ziz. But
Ziz.
the gains are
Ziz,
there.
bro.
Look, the gains are there. And it's not all about gains. It's about losses as well. Losing that belly gut, losing the weight, and literally just feeling better about yourself. And just learning how to sort of control those temptations.
Yeah.
Because now we did have a cheat meal. How good was that cheat meal after the...
It was well deserved.
deserved.
I kind of still felt like shit though. Even though
I felt like shit as well.
Even
We
though,
both felt like shit.
I put 6 weeks into it.
But
I
that's the
still
thing.
felt like
You
shit.
had it and then you're like, all right, I'm satisfied. Now I can go without a cheat meal for at least another 2 weeks. That's like me. Like I had that cheat meal and let me tell you, when we cheat, we fucking cheat.
Oh, we go.
I'm loyal, right? I'm probably the most loyal guy. But the only cheating I love to do is cheating on my diet. I will cheat on my diet like I don't fucking give a fuck. All right?
Is there a correlation between people cheating on relationships and cheating on diets?
I think there is.
I'd be interested to know. Look,
I honestly think if you cheat on your diet, you're more likely to cheat on your partner because it feels bad. Like when I was doing the whole
know.
diet thing and when
you kind of get that bad feeling. It's kind
no,
of the same
but because
feeling.
it's like you're cheating on your personal trainer. Because I was thinking of like the bearded athlete and
Your
stuff.
personal trainer's like
Every
your
time
missus
I
or
look
your
at
mister.
literally every time I look at some like ice cream or like some chocolate or something and I'm gonna grab it, I just picture like Jaden's face, and I'm like, fuck, I can't do it.
This
I
feels
can't
bad.
do it because it's as if you're thinking of your wife or you're thinking of your girlfriend or your missus or whoever it is, and you're sitting there and you're like, nah, I can't do it because that's what stops you. That's what fucking stops you,
Yeah.
and that's what it is. Cheating on your diet
No, I don't know if it correlates to cheating.
probably doesn't correlate. We're
Probably not even
pulling
near that.
shit
But
out
anyway.
of our ass.
But yeah, no, it's interesting.
But yeah, it made us feel that now we can like actually go longer without a cheat meal and just discipline, bro. Discipline is so important.
100%. Look, let's go through the numbers. I lost like 5 kilos, let's say.
You lost about 6. I lost about 5.
5 to 6 kilos.
I lost about 5 kilos. And don't think I lost 5 kilos meaning I just
It's 6
became
weeks,
skinny
which is
or I just lost weight and now I'm a stick. No, it's
Man built
losing
muscle.
fat, gaining muscle. And although you can't see it now,
you get to flex,
you
you
won't
know
be
what I
able
mean?
to see it. But when we put out those photos and when we show like those progress pics, you guys will be seeing it. And trust me, man, in 6 weeks, I am so happy and so satisfied with the results that I've got.
100%.
Alright.
Like, that 6 weeks taught me a lot. Like, about myself and about my body, it taught me a lot.
You know what taught me a lot?
What?
The junkie we saw at the city.
Oh,
This guy, honestly,
oh, bro.
we were at the city, yeah?
Yeah.
And we're standing there. We're waiting, okay? We're standing outside Darling Harbour. Well, not outside Darling Harbour, in Darling Harbour, but there's a bunch of cops there. So there was some shit going on. You know how there's always something going on and people just love to look and stuff. So we're just standing there like typical Arabs.
They're
nosy.
Arabs. They just stand in the...
We're just nosy. We want to see
we
what's
love
going
to
on.
see shit. If there's cops, we're fucking there. Best believe.
So we're standing there watching the cops, and then as soon as we see, we just, you know, when you feel a junkie coming towards you, you're like, fuck.
No, you just know. When you
just
it's,
know.
It's always like the first thing you do is you obviously hear someone going fuck, fucking fuck.
Yeah, you fucking hear them. It's like they knock. It's like their way of knocking is going fuck.
It's like, hi everyone, I'm a
Yeah, you just know
Junkie.
they're a junkie. So he's coming towards us, and then in my head, I'm like, fuck, please don't talk to us. Please don't. And I just knew, like, even though I'm saying that in my head, I'm like, he's going to talk
You
to
know
us.
he's
Like,
gonna-
there's no, as soon as you,
Bro,
like,
it's
even,
the city. He's got like 10,000 people around there.
but he somehow chose us.
Yeah.
So maybe he wants to be on the podcast. I don't know. We've
Look,
got
maybe that was his audition to get on.
So
the
we're
podcast.
standing there, right? And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm looking at this cop, and then I see him in the corner of my eye, and I'm like, don't give him attention. Don't give him attention. Because as soon as you give this guy attention, he's going to start talking.
Oh, forget about it.
And then forget it. He's going to get into every fucking conspiracy theory under the sun. And best believe, that's what happened.
The first
I'm
thing
standing
he said
there.
was a conspiracy theory.
I'm standing there, and then he's like, they're the fucking real criminals, mate. And he looks at me, and I'm like, oh yeah. It's always the same thing. You're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
sitting there, and I'm agreeing with him. Like, that's the only way you can get him to fuck off. Like, you just say, yeah. And then he's like, mate, I'll give him something to fucking worry about. And he stands there, and this is what he does. Single-handedly looks at the cop. The cops are there. They're about 20 meters
This is
away,
the
okay?
funny shit I've seen.
He looks at the cops, and he's like, I'll give him something to fucking worry about. He grabs his hand like this, puts his finger on one nostril, and goes like this. He goes, I'll give him something
He
to
didn't
fucking
actually have anything. He just done that gesture.
He didn't have any drugs in his
I'm
hand.
like, fuck, okay.
But he done that gesture, and then I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know how you do that laugh? Like, and then he's sitting there, and he starts going on, bro. How the fuck did we get from that? And then he's like, yeah, well, they're trying to make their fucking revenue back because they fucking locked us down for 4 months, making no revenue. No one's getting fines. And then, you know what?
Yeah.
We stood there for about 2 minutes as he's going on, rambling on about all these conspiracies.
You're right there.
Sorry. The more you think about it, the more it becomes it starts to make sense. You're like, this guy has
The more you listen
guy's
to
a
them, the
point.
more they make sense because I think it's just because they're on the streets, so they
I think
listen
they
to-
have, if you actually sit down and listen to these homeless people or these, like, as we like to call them, junkies, which I don't think is a good term as well. I probably should stop calling him a junkie.
Is it
because
derogatory?
Maybe it is, man. But he clearly looked like he was on drugs.
Whatever.
But let's
He
just
was on
say,
drugs.
okay, he wasn't. Let's not call him a junkie. Let's just call him a person on the street.
Yeah.
Some of these people on the street, they have wisdom. It's like, if you actually sit there and actually listen to what they're saying,
Yeah.
the bloke had wisdom, bro.
Bro, I know.
The bloke started going on about how the revenue that they weren't making was now being made up in this, like, post-lockdown sort of... And then he started talking about, well, they're fucking corrupt. Their corrupt leaders are all the fucking criminals. Gladys. What's happening with Gladys right now? She's under investigation. Throw money at Wagga.
Let's throw money at Wagga. How funny is that?
How the fuck? No, but the way he said it. What was funny about that?
It's okay. I'll throw money at Wagga.
But you know what? He
Okay.
looked so manipulative. Like, you got to say, he looked like a typical fucking
Oh,
controlling
Fucking-
freak. He looked like a control freak.
Sniffs women's
thing is,
panties in his
I'm
spare
not,
time.
Yeah, I'm not saying
He
Gladys
just
is...
looks like that.
Yeah, he does. He looks like a weed cunt. Have you seen that video of, like, the don't flirt with him?
You just know he's got a stash of fucking panties
He
in his
just-
drawer. He just
I mean,
sniffs.
I don't know what Gladys sees in him, bro.
Yeah.
The guy's a fucking prick. He's a manipulative, fucking dodgy, fucking shady cunt. And not only that, he looks like Stone Cold.
But what's-
if he was... he doesn't look like...
He looks like Stone Cold if he fucking never lifted a fucking weight in his life.
He looks like Stone Cold if he was on the beers every night.
That's Stone Warm.
Stone... No, but like, the thing is, the guy was so... He's like, listen... You got to listen to me, all right? And then she's like, I'm listening. I just need to breathe, okay? So she's like, let's throw money at Wagga. He's like, let's throw money at Wagga. And then she's like, look, I'm stressing out, okay? I need to go. I need to go and breathe and just sort this thing out. Bro, the guy was literally on her ass.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah, you can throw money at Wagga. He said it about 20 times.
He goes, I need you to listen to me. Don't do anything.
It's like
just throw money
it's like
at
a
Wagga.
hypnosis.
Yeah.
It sounds like
He kept repeating
you
it.
need to throw money at Wagga. You need to throw money at Wagga.
You reckon it's a conspiracy? You reckon he's Illuminati confirmed?
What if there's a guy called Wagga?
Who's Wagga? Who the fuck's Wagga?
What if there's a guy that's corrupt called Wagga that fucking...
Well, the place is called Wagga Wagga, but like, what if there's a guy with one name called Wagga?
What if there's some mafia, some big drug kingpin called
You know what's
Wagga?
funny? When they were asking her all these questions in the investigation, and then they're like to her, if it was someone other than... what the fuck's his name?
Daryl fucking
Daryl
Maguire, some shit
something
like
like
that.
If there was someone other than
I'll
Daryl
research
Maguire that asked you the same thing, would you give them that incentive? And she's like, yes, of course. Fucking bullshit, you will. It's because you fucking love Daryl Maguire. It's because Daryl Maguire is...
Gladdy, like, what are you seeing, Daryl, bro? Look at this guy. Honestly.
What is she seeing in him?
This guy.
What the fuck does she see in Daryl Maguire? Oh, is that his brother?
Where? His brother, Eddie
No.
Maguire. Eddie
Is his
Maguire.
brother actually Eddie Maguire?
The guy that owns AF.
Search that up because I
Hang
actually
on.
never knew that.
Is that? No.
No.
I don't think it is. I think
Just put Daryl Maguire, Eddie Maguire. Guys, do you know the guy that does... I don't know if you don't know who Eddie Maguire is. Eddie Maguire is the guy that's always doing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
No, I think they're spelled differently. No, he's
No, they're
MCG.
different. Bro, that made me freak. I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay,
How could Eddie
fine.
Maguire be related to that guy? Eddie Maguire's my freaking childhood, man.
Yeah, he's the guy that done Who Wants to Be
He's the
a
guy on
Millionaire.
every game show in every Australian game show.
Bro, let's talk about that a bit. Those game shows. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
I reckon. I think they're a scam. What do you reckon? I think
I know for a fact
they're
they're a
like
scam.
they're like a fake show.
Yeah, I think so as well. I feel
Do you
like
reckon they're paid actors?
I think so, bro. Have you seen that guy that was
cheats?
the British one, and
Yeah,
he
yeah,
got
yeah.
a friend to like cough every time the
But that became
Host
so
says the
obvious.
question.
That became so obvious
it's
because
like-
he's sitting there, and then he's like, "Is it A? Is it B? Is it C?" And he's like sitting there sounding out every freaking answer.
He'll
and
go
the
through it
cough
3
is
times.
so freaking obvious. It's like,
Like my guy contracted corona before he fucking even came
no,
out.
but it sounded like the fakest cough you can ever hear
yeah,
in your
it's
life.
just like
It's like, and
was a girl, wasn't it? I
cracked
think it was
on.
his wife.
Did he win the million? I think he won.
yeah, but then they.
But you know what made me think weird about it? If his wife knew all the freaking answers, why didn't she fucking go on the game show?
And she's obviously searching him.
No, but I thought they can't use their phones.
What the audience?
That's what I thought. The
You
audience.
reckon?
I thought there was a rule in Who Wants to Be a
No,
Millionaire.
I've seen them sometimes on their phone. I'm pretty sure.
I
I don't know.
Even back then, I don't think there was like.
Well, you reckon
was
she
a while
actually
ago.
knew those answers? Like,
She might have because like I don't think they wouldn't allow phones. That's what I thought. They wouldn't allow phones. That's what I thought.
yeah, but then, I don't know, to be honest. Maybe yeah. Let me see if it's actually.
Do they allow phones in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Because if they allow phones in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, then obviously, all right, she was searching them up. But if she wasn't searching those up and knew all the answers, then why don't you fucking go on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire if you're that smart?
Not phone a friend.
No, like the audience. Do they allow audience?
I'm pretty sure they do, man.
This is... I don't know because
No, it's just telling
it
me
doesn't
shit
talk about it.
phone
But
a
I
friend.
heard... Someone told me, I can't remember who it was, but someone told me that they're not allowed phones.
No, I think they can.
Even the audience are not allowed.
Can you imagine if you know how they have for phone a friend?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if there was a Lebo phone a friend, another Lebo?
Yeah, hello, cuz. Hey, listen. The question is, what is Newton's third law? And I'm seriously stuck, cuz. I don't know how to answer it.
Newton, is that the cunt that dropped the apple?
I think so.
Ah,
And then it'll be like, wait, I'll call you back. I got another phone on the line. No, cuz I'm going to win $1 million.
bro.
Cuz, no,
What do you mean $1 million? I'm running $1 million bag company.
brother, I got someone on tick. Relax. And then he closes the phone, and then the guy loses his chance at $1 million. Why do we do that though? Why is everything about Lebo always funny?
I don't know.
It's just become a thing.
It could be like, how does a Lebo take a
I
shit?
gotta say, I've always thought about this. All right, there is no Lebos like there is in the area. I think that like even if I always wonder about the Arabs that are from America, for example, like the Lebos in America.
Yeah.
Do they have like the equivalent of like getting a bag at the Meritons?
You know,
Or do they have like the equivalent of like, I don't know, AMGs and finance? Do they do the same shit that we do here?
I've heard like Lebos in Detroit. I think it's Detroit.
Yeah.
Are like fucking hardcore. Like they're like.
But are they hardcore in the sense that do they act like the ones that act here like, hey, cuz don't fucking bridge up? Or
Look, I don't know.
do they act like the hood?
I don't know. Maybe I think they act more hood. So
Yeah,
they're more
like,
about
'cause
it.
Obviously the accent will be the difference.
If we have American listeners, which I think we do. Pretty
We
sure
might have a few.
We
Yeah, we have one who actually... Shout out, by the way, I've always wanted to do this
Yeah.
shout out. But you just brought it up.
Lucky, yeah.
Shout out to Brian from America. From Chicago
Boy, Brian.
specifically. Brian actually messaged me on Instagram out of nowhere. And he messaged me and he's like, bro, I've been to Australia once. And I've been to Melbourne. And I listen to your podcast because it reminds me of the times that I was in Australia. And he has a full American accent, by the way, because he sent me a voice message.
That's crazy to me.
He listens to the Lebbie podcast from America.
That's literally like...
And he's from Chicago.
It's like the other side of the world.
It's the other side of the world. And I'm sitting there and I was shocked when I was hearing his voice message. He's like, bro, I love the podcast so much. Like I listen to America. I listen from America and I want to come down and stuff. I'm like, as soon as you come down to Sydney, you let me know because best believe we are hanging out.
Oh, we got to link up, yeah.
Bro, we got to link up. Brian, if you're listening to this, bro, shout out Brian from
tell me
America.
about
Chicago.
America. Tell us about America.
We got to come down to America. By the way, I still want to visit America.
I want to,
That
yeah.
is one place I want to go. It's on my bucket list.
There's places I want to... But I feel like for America, you need
a
at
long
least-
time.
You
You
need,
need
at
a
least 3
long,
months
long time.
for like 2 states. At least 3 months.
Honestly, you need a lot.
And
what else is
you
on
need
there?
to take out a loan as well.
Talking of loans,
Talking of...
what?
The house market?
We're talking about something else.
What were you going to say?
Yeah.
You want to get into the house market in Sydney?
Yeah, I think, look, listen, I'm not going to talk too much, all right? I'm not going to say my plans or anything. But let's just say buying a house in Sydney, all right? Why the fuck is it so hard? Especially in our areas.
Yeah, like...
Even
Bankstown.
Liverpool's expensive now.
Yeah.
Liverpool was never expensive.
Yeah,
Wallah,
no, bro,
Liverpool
it's
was known
expensive.
as the junkie area. No offense to people in Liverpool, all right? And no offense to junkies. But Liverpool was known as the area where you don't want to be. I'm not gonna lie. I have a lot of mates from Liverpool and I actually went to school in Liverpool. I'm not gonna mention my school, but I went to school in Liverpool. And I didn't mind it at the time, but there was a lot of like people there that you didn't want to really. There were streets there that you didn't really want to go through and stuff, and a lot of people there that really like come up to you and that. But the thing is, the house is there because Liverpool has become like a city.
Yeah. No, Liverpool's like really.
If you look at Liverpool
advancing.
now, there's 3 unis
Bro,
there.
they've already claimed the what's that airport they're doing, Western Sydney.
Yeah.
They've got a sign as soon as you get into Liverpool, home of Western Sydney Airport. They've
Exactly.
claimed it already because
But the thing
they haven't had any
Liverpool
fucking
is
other
becoming so expensive because it's becoming like another Parramatta.
Yeah.
We don't need another Parramatta. We've got enough. We've got Parramatta. We've got the city. We've got Western Sydney
Bro,
now.
Liverpool claimed that shit straight away. Like
Liverpool is killing it.
they've never had any significant, like maybe that little house, whatever fucking spinning house.
Liverpool's killing it, bro. But the thing is, I'm like, do I buy a house or do I invest in crypto? Because listen, crypto, I've never invested in crypto, but recently I have. And let me just say, maybe I could be like Elon Musk. Guys,
You Elon Musk.
Polkadot, invest right now in Polkadot. Go invest in
Can I
Polkadot.
just say this guy?
Because Polkadot is on the rise. And it's rising and it might crash, but it's on the rise. And I'm starting to understand crypto. Crypto is a thing where you got to actually study it really well.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here and I'm trying to study crypto. I'm trying to study how it works because the thing about crypto is a lot of it is fucking memes. Did you hear about Shiba? Shiba Inu.
Yeah. That shit went up apparently.
That coin, a guy invested at what, $500 or something?
I feel like it's
Billionaire.
scary, though.
Billionaire. Why? Because some rich investor decided to go, all right, I'm going to put money in Shiba. Shiba fucking rose. A lot
Well,
of
look,
these
to be
meme
honest,
coins-
all this crypto shit, it's dictated by just rich people. I
is.
think that's how it works.
But the blockchain keeps track of that. The blockchain is what the crypto sort of, it's like the law of crypto, the blockchain. So if you know that there's a blockchain out there that's following all your transactions, everything's being tracked. And the thing about crypto is it doesn't just drop like out of nowhere. Like it can crash. It's like
Yeah.
the stock market though.
you can, yeah.
The thing about crypto, it's like the stock market. And crypto is a lot of like, it's still unknown. Crypto is
It's
like
still
very
pretty new.
unknown. It's very new.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that were unknown when they first started and people just brushed it off. I'm like, I am not fucking missing this wagon this time because there's a lot of things that I didn't invest in and there's a lot of regrets that I have. I don't have a lot of regrets. I do actually. I have a few regrets. But there's a lot of things that I regret that I didn't invest in or didn't buy or didn't take part in that I missed the boat. But now crypto is one of them. If you're not investing in crypto, you're behind. I think you're behind if you're not investing in crypto.
Look, I don't know.
That's what I think.
I'm still kind of skeptical about
I
it.
genuinely think if you're not investing in crypto, you are behind. And don't just say that. Don't just take that as in I want people to invest in crypto because I want them to be in the same boat as me. No, but I think crypto has such potential.
I feel like if I'm going to invest in crypto, I'm not going to go for the obvious like Bitcoin or whatever. I'm going to.
Bitcoin and Ethereum are the big ones, and Bitcoin and Ethereum are the ones that are just safe. And they're not gonna. You don't expect to make fucking Bitcoin straight away from Bitcoin.
Yeah, you got to be in it for the long term, and you can't invest $50 and just expect it.
But
to
the thing
fucking-
is, we spend a lot of money on dumb shit. So let's say you get paid $1,000 a week, just for argument's sake.
yeah,
You can put money aside. All right, you got your savings, okay? But then also as part of your savings, you're going to spend money on dumb shit going out with your mates. You're going to spend money on bags. You're going to spend money on a lot of shit things. You can invest that money in crypto,
Yeah.
all right? And that crypto money will start. Like, you can study the market. You got to study the market. You,
you got to study, bro. There's always that one mate that you have that just shout out to our mate. But there's always one mate that's just so invested in crypto and stocks.
Shout out
and
to
that.
Ahmed.
Our mate Ahmed, bro. This guy went from like not knowing nothing about crypto to
Yeah,
now.
he's a tradie. He's
I'll spend 1 hour with these guys and I'll come out. I still don't understand.
the thing is, because he would explain to me crypto every time we go to his house.
Yeah.
And every time he comes over, it's always crypto, crypto, crypto.
Yeah.
But the thing is, after the 5th or 6th time, I'm like, all right, now it's starting to make sense. And now when I went and done my own research,
Yeah.
the thing is, you got to go do your own research. That's the thing about
yeah,
crypto. You can't expect people to sit there and tell you, all right, this is how you invest, this is how you make money, because it's just going to come in
No,
one
you
ear,
need to
go out the other
you
ear.
need to learn it yourself.
You got to go. I watched videos, bro. And let me tell you, I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I watched a lot of TikToks.
Yeah.
A lot of people you can follow. And now it's starting to make
But
sense.
there's
I
a lot
still
of-
don't know a lot. There's a lot of grey area.
Yeah.
Crypto is like the sea. They haven't discovered fucking 90% of crypto.
There's a lot of talk shit though on YouTube.
There is a
There's
lot
a
of
lot
talk
of
shit.
like fake crypto.
Like NFTs.
Gurus.
I searched up NFTs. Not really my thing. Sorry if you're an NFT person. But I think NFTs is way too fucking risky.
Yeah,
It's
no.
still very unknown.
I'm not going to purchase a cartoon
too
for
fresh.
fucking
It's way too fresh.
$200 and expect it to grow to 20K.
it's way too fresh.
Why the fuck would I do that
Well,
unless you risk, unless you're a big
you
risker.
haven't invested in crypto, but you made a very good investment recently. A very, very smart investment. Let me backtrack 2 days.
Yeah.
Guys, I want you to put your hand together. Start clapping. We have finally converted Musa
Oh yeah.
from a Samsung to an iPhone.
Okay. Listen. Every Android user.
Officially an iPhone man.
I haven't looked. Every Android user is shaking their head right now. But listen to me. All right. I want to explain something. Changing phone brands is like, it's the
You know
biggest
why?
decision.
Because I feel like you're either an iPhone or a Samsung person. There's never in between. All right, you're either iPhone or Android. Okay.
Yeah.
Why you're either iPhone or Android? That sort of sticks with you for the rest of your life. Most people.
Yeah.
And the thing is, everyone is stubborn. Android users are one of the most stubborn people I've ever fucking met. Yeah. Every time you tell them, bro, your
I'll
camera,
agree to that.
Wahiyat Allah, your camera looks like GTA San Andreas. It looks like GTA San Andreas, and it's the worst fucking shit I've ever seen. Your camera specifically.
Bro, listen.
When you send me photos, I'm like, what the fuck is that from a microphone?
listen,
From a microwave?
from an IT perspective, right?
Yeah. Don't give me this philosophical
The
bullshit.
camera's good and all right?
Yeah.
The camera's for show. The camera's good and all right? But
Camera matters, but.
there's the software behind it, which I'm so
Yeah, but
used to.
why is Samsung and Android so freaking confusing, bro? Like it's
It's
so
not.
you gotta admit.
If you're an Android user, it's not confusing to you. iPhone's more complicated.
That's what they all say. If you're an Android user, it's not confusing to you. It is confusing because there's so
I'm
many
so-
different
look.
things. It just Android, bro. It just looks shit. It just you know what it is.
What do you mean
It's
look
like-
shit? The
No,
camera?
No, it just looks shit in general. It's like A class and B class, and not even B class, C class. Apple is just on
You-
another level. Apple
listen.
is just it's very expensive. All right, that's the one thing. It's very expensive. You gotta buy things separately. But as we talked about in the beginning of the podcast, quality, price.
Bro, I spent. Look, I'm first of all, I'm changing phones. I want to experiment the iPhone for 3 months. I'm giving it 3 months tops. If I like
He'll
it,
be coming back 3 months from now and saying, "I'll never go
if
back."
I like it, I'll stick to it. If 3 months go by, I find the software shit. I find the storage allocation, whatever you want to talk about, I find the shit. Then sorry, I'm switching back somehow. But yeah, I'm gonna experiment. I'm gonna see what the hype's about.
I think Samsung is just the people that have Samsung are just so stubborn. Why do they take it to heart? It's like
bro,
they
it's
work
just
for
like-
Samsung. It's like they work for Samsung.
They're like ambassadors for Samsung.
Well,
You know what?
every Samsung user is an ambassador for Samsung.
But Android users, they're more educated on their device than iPhone users.
But I don't want to be educated on my device. I just want a device
Like with
to
the
take
iPhone
photos
users.
so I can scroll TikTok, scroll Instagram.
Yeah,
See you later.
That's what the iPhone's for. I'm not going to disagree. The iPhone's for the average user, for the person that wants to use it, take photos, post to
What
social
the
media.
fuck do you want to do with a Samsung phone? Hack the Pentagon?
I don't know. Maybe like
What are you gonna do?
use it for storage. Use it. I
Wallah,
don't
people
know.
that have Samsung act like it's a gadget that you can use to turn into Superman. All right, it's not a fucking gadget. It's just a phone. You use it to call, message, use apps. That's all. I don't want to use it to identify the radioactive waves traveling
Yeah, but,
through the solar system. All right.
You still got the speed, the gigs of RAM.
I don't care about all that. I just want to call.
The processor.
I just want to call, message, scroll through TikTok. All right, that's it.
But you know what? To be fair, all this money I spent on.
See how stubborn they are?
But all this money I spent on an iPhone, right? I'm like, fuck. I just spent a lot of money. And
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
it's quality. It's
And then
quality.
he's like, wait, hang on. You haven't paid everything yet. I'm like, what? What do you mean? I bought the phone, the plan. What's left?
Well, obviously the
then
fucking
he's like-
headphones.
Then he's like, you still got the AirPods you can get, which fair enough. You know what? The AirPods are good, which I'll pay for it. I don't care. But then he's like, you got to get the adapter.
Just the adapter, not the
Adapter.
cable though. Not the cable.
Yeah, but I'm paying fucking 1.8 whatever X
I know,
amount
I know,
of money.
It's a lot of money.
I expect to get a bloody adapter with it and not spend
I know.
30, 40 bucks on
But
it.
listen. It is a fucking good phone, all right? And you're not going to regret it.
I'm giving it 3
All
months.
right, let's just track his journey. 3 months from now, we'll remind him on the
But
podcast.
you know, there's an IT thing as well, and like
Yeah.
with people that are in software,
Yeah.
iPhone's a big no-no. And even I told
Why
my,
though?
I told my
Why are
mates.
you geeks like that?
I work in IT. I told my mates that I'm switching to iPhone. They're like, what? And bro,
What fucking geeks?
the energy in the room changed. It's like,
Oh my god!
it's like what? It's like
what is so bad about it though? Why do you guys take it to heart?
it's just I don't know. It's just the operating system, to be honest. And just,
But you're an average user. You're not making the phone. You're an average user.
people care about.
You're
like,
an average user. I'm an average
yeah,
user.
but
We're
people
both
care about-
customers.
People care about storage, and people care about speed, and people care about
Speed's all right.
sounds.
Charging
I
is
don't know.
fine. I don't know.
There's a lot of things like I don't know, but the average user iPhone.
All right.
It's just a brand.
Talking about iPhone.
What?
I feel like I'm doing this good transitions this podcast. I don't know.
What are you going to say? What are you going to transition to?
I want to talk about the people behind these fucking gadgets. Who are they? Bill Gates.
First of all, brilliant transition.
I want to talk about Bill Gates, all right?
Yeah.
I want to talk about Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Well, Steve Jobs is dead. Steve Jobs is dead.
Steve
Walt
Jobs
Disney's
is
dead. Name
Walt
somebody.
Disney? Nike.
No, who says that? That's Kanye West. I don't know if you guys got that, but yeah, but like the
How?
people-
Sweet? How?
Bill Gates, all right? Mark Zuckerberg, the
Yeah.
lizard, I like to call him. The guy's a fucking. I'm still convinced he's a lizard, by the way. The guy is still a lizard.
Have you seen his facial expression?
Elon
It's
Musk.
just
Bro,
like no. He stays the same. His facial expression.
I've never seen him blink. I've never seen the bloke blink.
I've
If
never
you can
seen-
find Mark Zuckerberg blinking, I will fucking give you 10 grand. The guy
I'm
never
gonna
blinks.
I'm gonna make this a clip and put a gif of him blinking.
Bro, the guy never blinks at all.
The guy. Have you seen when the?
I think he was made in a warehouse
Yeah. No. The guy.
in
Bro,
Silicon Valley.
The guy's just weird. I don't know. It's
I
just.
think
It's rich people that I've.
who the fuck comes up with Facebook? The guy was in Harvard. When I was in uni, you know what
the
I
guy
was
was
doing?
in Harvard.
You know what I was doing?
What?
I was splitting a fucking Subway for $7 with my mate because I never had money.
I
That's
was.
what I was doing.
I was getting free water from Macca's because I was thirsty.
I was playing soccer in orientation week. This bloke was sitting in his dorm room making Facebook. Well, first what he made, if you've watched The Social Network, he
Yeah.
made like a hot or not thing.
Yeah.
And then he turned that into Facebook somehow. I don't know.
No, he got faces. He hacked. I don't know.
Faces, he hacked
something.
he hacked the uni system.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
that was so badass. I think there was one part in that movie where he's like, where they were trying to sue him, yeah? Because they were trying to sue him, like
Yeah.
his mates and shit, and everyone was trying to sue him. Because, I don't know, they wanted some piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
But he sat there and this lawyer looked at him straight in the face and he's like, he looked at the lawyer and the lawyer was trying to sue him and stuff. And he's like, right now I have enough money to buy your law firm and sack you. How fucking badass is that?
That's crazy.
You have that much money. He had that much money coming in because he made Facebook.
The
He's
guy-
like,
the guy's
I
just-
will buy your law firm, law firm. I will buy it right now and sack you. I will be your boss and sack you. How badass is that?
That shit's badass.
That's fuck you money. That's money where it's like fuck you. Literally.
Hey, what's he doing now?
He's changed it. I don't know what he's doing.
He's changing Facebook to Metabook.
He's changed like not the actual name of Facebook. I think it's
Yeah.
the parent company. But no one gives a
Oh,
fuck
okay.
about the parent company anyway.
Fuck the parent company.
But that's
the
just the
parent
parent company.
Who uses Facebook now anyway?
No one. Old people.
Besides old people.
Who the fuck uses Facebook besides imports and like old people that want to catch up with like mates?
Hey, you know what's good though with Facebook? The only one time where I'll use it is like they have this Facebook Watch thing, where it's like you go from one video and it just keeps going. There's so much.
Yeah,
good
but it's
videos
like
on it.
TikTok, man. I don't know.
It's similar to TikTok, but that's the only probably reason I'd see why you'd use it. But other than being old,
I think I use Facebook. No, the thing is I jump on Facebook sometimes, but it's because when I get bored of like TikTok or Instagram
yeah,
or YouTube,
Oh, yeah.
which hardly ever happens, but sometimes it does.
Yeah.
I just jump on fucking.
You always like
Facebook.
it's always the same. The notifications bar is like 20, and it's just like John Smith chucked the shit on
No,
Wednesday.
it's always fucking models that just add you.
Oh
Who
yeah,
the fuck are these models? They're all fake accounts.
Hey, you know what's funny?
They're so fake.
You know what's funny? There was
They
one
got
account.
like the fakest photos.
There was one account where it was like the girl. I'm not. The girl was pretty. The girl was like
No shit, they're always pretty.
she was pretty, and then it was some fake name like Jennifer Aniston or something. Some fake generic
Jennifer
name that you
Aniston.
can think of.
Yeah.
And then the photo's all right, and then you swipe right. Some Indian like just sitting like that. I'm like, how did we go?
And you know what's funny? They always have the same thing. They have the photo and they're like free
free sex,
free
something.
sex cam, this and that. And you're like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to add you. Is there people? You know what? Is there people that dumb that actually
You know,
add those
they're
accounts?
trying to hack you though. They're obviously just.
But
trying
is
to
there people? Come on. Oh wait, you know what though? There
are old
boomers.
people.
There's a lot of boomers on there. They're
No,
like,
you know what? It's actually
oh,
smart.
she's fucking pretty.
You don't.
Oh, she'll take it from me.
You don't see them trying to add you on like Facebook. I mean, like TikTok or some shit
Nah.
because they know it's like socially.
They know it's the
aware.
younger. That's the. You know what? A lot of people talk about Gen Z, but that's when Gen Z. Is it Gen Z? Is that the newest Gen? Gen Z, Gen Y,
Yeah.
whatever. Gen Z. They talk about Gen Z and they're like Gen Z, but Gen Z comes in handy when you're, when you want to fucking send an email, when you want to find out if someone's hacking you. Who do you go to? Gen Z. I don't know if I'm even part of Gen Z though.
Oh yeah.
I'm fucking old.
Well, you're only like 3 years older than me. You try and make it sound like you're 20 years older than me.
I'm still in my early 20s, but like, I don't know.
You're only 3 years older than me. Like,
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if I'm Gen Z. But that's the thing, that all these boomers, they're like, "Oh, you guys are fucking shittest generation. You guys don't know how to do shit." Well, wait, hang on, John Smith.
you're going to come back to us when
John
you get
Smith,
hacked.
hang on. What? You want to change a Word document to a PDF, do you? Oh, okay. I'll show you how to do it. Oh, who's the boomer now, huh? Who's the fucking useless generation
Bro,
now, huh?
you get, bro.
They sit there and they talk to you and they're like, "This generation's fucking technology. Oh, you guys are shit. You guys have no childhood. Oh, you guys are..." Well, fair enough. Okay, all we do is vape and watch TikTok.
Hey.
But who the fuck helps you when you need to send an email? Who the fuck helps you when you need to send a
Who
message?
helps- Yeah, exactly. Or when you want to take a...
When your
video.
iPhone has a freaking storage update and you don't know what to do, who the fuck comes in clutch?
What's iCloud storage?
Oh, does that mean they're going to hack me?
It's always that.
Oh,
No, it's always like... the most... I get it a lot because I'm in IT support, but...
yeah, guess what? Mum and dad always ask you. So
The worst question I have... Like, I hate this question, is when I see, like... It's like, are you sure you want to do this? And it's something they want to do. And they're
Yes!
like, should I click yes or no? Why the fuck would you say no to a computer?
It's so true.
Why do you do that? There's one rule, all right? Never say no to a computer. I'll tell you from now.
You know what I don't get? But why when they try and ask you if like you're a computer or you're an alien or something, they want you to like pick out. Like they always want you to pick out. All right, which photo has dust particles in it? And you're looking and you're like, it's fucking hard sometimes.
Bro, sometimes
Well,
it's
it's hard.
like which photo has a scooter in it, and the scooter's like
There's
only
like
the handle shows.
there's one little bit of the wheel in the scooter in the bottom fucking left part
and you fucking
part of the photo,
Bro, you sit
and you're
there.
sitting there, and it is sometimes the hardest thing, and you start to question if you're human.
It
Like,
is,
am
it's
I actually human?
Are you a robot?
It is so hard, bro.
And you like fuck, just skip.
I like, but sometimes even the ones where it's like, oh, spell out the symbols.
Yeah.
You're like,
Oh, the capture ones. Yeah.
fuck. Is that a Y or a fucking?
Bro, the capture ones
L.
is like. I get it. You're trying to make it complicated because.
Some of
robot,
them
whatever.
fucking scribble so
But
much.
some
and
of
you're
them, bro, they'll put a fucking simultaneous equation
know.
with X to the
like, I
Y,
don't
Z.
know, man. I don't know. But they make it so hard. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
That is the bottom line. They make it so hard. Bloody freaking get your shit together, all right? All these.
Hey, can we get into something? Joe Biden shit himself. That was so casually though.
That was a bad transition, but he's still working on his transitions.
I'm still trying to work on
Joe Biden actually shit himself, believe it or not. No shit, like we're not even Joe. No pun intended.
No pun
But no, actually there was shit. There was plenty of shit. All right. Apparently he was at the Vatican. He was meeting the Pope. You're fucking going to meet the Pope. All right. Maybe the Pope sort of, made him sort of stressed out, and he's like, I need to chuck a shit. Firstly, Joe Biden's what, 89?
He's got to be at least 93.
He's about 105 at the moment.
He looks like it.
He looks about 105.
I don't mean to take the piss out of him, but doesn't it make you? Isn't it?
Well, it's not our fault. It's the Americans' fault for voting him in.
Bro, he can't form a sentence. Have you seen videos?
The guy's like, the stat is about 270,504,345,665,000. And you're like, what the fuck kind of number is that?
You know what's funny? Those TikToks where they actually do what he says, and it'll be like the computer, quantum physics table's got 2 legs, and then it's just like, what are you talking about?
Have you seen the weird
And it's
part
like-
when he was like his granddaughter or something?
Oh
Or
yeah,
like
bro.
his niece or something.
He's a weak cunt, eh?
And he's like, I like the smell of your hair. And he's like smelling. He smells kids, bro. The guy smells kids. He literally comes up to him and he's like, oh,
Hey, this is Joe Biden. Pretend you're standing there. This is what you hear. Whoops, freckles.
nobody. Kids hearing Joe Biden. Oh, yeah. Bro, imagine people listening to this on Spotify.
Those freckles.
Fuck it, if you're listening to this on Spotify and you're hearing us right now, I'm sorry.
Listen, those freckles are pepperonis.
What is that, Head and Shoulders?
He's like smelling that stuff.
Bro, he's a weird cat.
He's a weird fucking bloke. But
Oh,
yeah, no.
mate. Anyway, he's the American president, by the way.
Guys, your president fucking shit himself.
Hey, before you guys talk shit about ScoMo, right?
Apparently,
Your president doesn't know how to form a sentence.
but apparently ScoMo shit himself as well.
Hey, what do you mean?
I'm not even joking. Search it up. Apparently Scott
joking.
Morrison, but this was before he was president.
Yeah.
Apparently he was coming back from like a Sharks game,
Yeah.
and he needed to go to a Macca's and he shit himself in one of the Macca's. Search it up. Scott Morrison shits himself. It actually happened. We're making fun of Joe Biden, but Scott Morrison shit himself. No, what are you doing? Images.
mean?
They're not going to fucking show you the
trying
images.
to see one where there's shit coming out of his.
Engadine Macca's in 1997. All right, it was way before his presidency. But he shit himself.
Joe Biden was still
How many
sniffing
people
hair.
can say they actually shit themselves? Not many. I don't think I've shit myself.
Have I?
Have you shit yourself?
Nah. Maybe when I
mean-
was 5 or something.
Maybe when I was young, I pissed myself. But I've never shit myself.
Hey, do you ever get those? Oh, you know what's the worst thing? When you're in the car, right? You have your morning coffee. I have my morning coffee.
The biggest mistake to do is chuck your morning coffee in before you drive to work.
Bro, when I get in the car, when I told you I needed to shit myself, I needed to shit. I was almost gonna chuck it.
But you know what? You still hold it in.
Bro? But it's like,
I think it becomes to a
You're like
point where your ass cheeks are like so freaking tensed up
oh, bro,
that you start getting a hemorrhoid just from that.
bro, your asshole becomes no asshole. It's like you
It's so
cave it
bad.
in so much. It's
It
like
is so
fucking-
bad.
Yeah, and then you just rush to the toilet, and then
By the way, I think that honestly, shitting yourself. I think at that age though, we got to sort of like,
yeah.
we got to understand. Like you're 80. What is he? 106.
Hey, have you seen-
You're 106 years old.
Yeah.
What does it matter anymore? Honestly, what does it matter?
Have you seen adult nappies?
I mean, I've heard of them,
Pretty there's adult nappies.
but like maybe all right, we shouldn't make fun of these people because maybe people with adult nappies.
no,
actually
not
have
not
bowel
not the old
problems.
people. No. There's people that actually get it.
But yeah, maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe people have bowel problems at a young age.
Not just bowel issues. I've heard people that actually get it without bowel issues.
Well, why the fuck would you want an adult nappy if you don't have bowel
No, I
issues?
understand if you have bowel issues, 100%, or if you're old. But
But if you're a grown person and you actually need nappies because
There's-
you can't be fucked going to the
Bro,
toilet,
there are actually people
and
out there.
you want to sit there in your own shit and piss, what the fuck is going on?
I'm telling you, there's people that actually have it.
Why do they do that though? Is it convenience? Like they don't want to walk to the fucking shitter?
They want to piss in fucking. They'll be in an office meeting.
You got to just hold it in because it's not that hard to hold it in.
Yeah.
It is not that hard. Pissing,
Yeah,
all
no,
right.
you-
Your bladder feels like it's going to pop.
You struggle.
But-
You struggle.
But if you're
but
going to chuck a number 2, then you can hold it in so easy, I reckon.
I reckon you can
You
hold
just
it
got to you just got to man up.
in. If you can hold in a shit in the morning, you can do anything.
You can do anything. Anyways,
After
talking of
coffee.
shit, I probably need to go. I mean, not now.
Okay, that was a good segue.
But
Hey,
that
but-
was a good podcast, I reckon.
yeah, I want to briefly get into the sports segment, maybe
Alright,
like 5 minutes or
Let's
so.
go.
I got a burp.
What have
But
you got?
anyway, apparently there was a Afghani UFC fighter. I saw a video of it, but they were like facing off or some shit.
Yeah,
And then you know how they do the face-offs before the fights.
yeah.
It was a contender series fights, which basically, if you win, you might be guaranteed a contract to get into the UFC.
Right.
And there was an Afghan UFC fighter
Yeah.
facing off against an Israeli UFC fighter. So obviously
you know there's a bit of tension there.
yeah. And the Israeli during the face-off, the Israeli UFC fighter was like terrorist.
He said that to the
He
Afghani
said
fighter.
terrorist in the face-off.
Fuck.
And then the Afghani guy was like, "Fuck, I didn't expect that." It was like caught him by surprise, and then he's like, "Okay, well, call
He's
me
calling the
that now."
Afghani a terrorist. Why? 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 Like why?
If anything,
Why?
his house. I mean, his country's.
Why
like,
is that word so associated? All right, I might go deep now, but why is that word so associated with the Arabs? Why though? Why is it like even
don't
we
know.
do it? Even we do it. Like it's got to a point where even us Arabs and Muslims and stuff, when we think when someone says terrorist, what's the first thing you think about? Don't lie. Don't lie.
Well, obviously, like ISIS, the Taliban.
You think about ISIS. You think about like, well, they're real terrorist organizations, but you just think about someone who's like acting as like a Muslim.
Oh yeah. No, there
You
was.
just think of the turban. You think of like the, you
but
know,
that's
like
because that's what they try to portray. That's what they want you
in
to think.
every movie, it's always terrorist attack. Why is that word so associated with like being Arab or being Muslim or having a beard? Why is it so associated with that? Why
It's
can't
just-
it? And this topic has gone on for ages, all right. And it seems like we haven't reached a verdict, and we haven't reached any form of like, you know, reflection.
Yeah,
because
why-
of this guy here?
Yeah. Why aren't you dressing up as like Brenton Tarrant or like
Or like some crazy white person that shot up a school,
yeah.
or shot up a church, or shot up a mosque, or shot up a synagogue.
Mm.
Why
I
is
mean,
it always?
there's- yeah.
Why is it always a Muslim bomber? Why is it always the case? Why is it always that case?
There was recently in a school, a Sydney school, they had dress up day. Or was it some Halloween thing or something?
Yeah,
And the kids got best dressed or something.
they dressed up as the Taliban.
they dressed up as terrorists, but all they were wearing was just like a AB, but I don't know what do they call it.
How does that make sense? Like a Islamic clothing.
Islamic
basically.
clothing and like just Islamic clothing, and they said they were dressed up as terrorists.
That's what I mean. But the school gave him best dressed.
Yeah.
Why did they give him best dressed? Because we're so freaking immune to it. We're so numb to it. We're so numb to the fact that we can just say terrorist, and then everyone. I can feel it in the room, bro. When I'm sitting and I'm like the only Muslim or the only person with a beard, when the word terrorist is mentioned or 9/11 or something, it's always a look at me. They always look at me, and I know some of them are not racist. They don't mean it, but they just do it. They just look at me because it's just natural. It's just a numb sort of, you know what? You know what I mean?
You feel it, yeah. I understand.
You can just feel it.
I understand what you mean.
So how could you go around and say, oh, okay, terrorist does not necessarily mean Muslim or an Arab, but then give someone who's in a school who's dressing up with Islamic clothing
Look, who knows if they'll
as
even
best
change.
dressed,
Who knows if they
as
even change.
Halloween.
Who knows if they'll even change the definition in 10 years' time.
They won't change it. The thing is, the definition, we have to face it. We have to face it. That the definition cannot be misaligned, and they intertwine all the time. That's just the way it goes. That's just the way, and we're gonna continuously, and I think generation after generation, and my kids, I can keep saying kids, are gonna experience the fact that they can't walk around and look and just be themselves without being labeled based on appearance or based on. It's always a fact. Like terrorists, you can't.
Like, why can't I just wear Islamic clothes and not just get looked at?
Why can't I wear Islamic clothes and just walk into the shopping center? That's the same reason.
I mean, freedom. You can do that.
But then someone can go and wear it
yeah.
as a muck-up day, or as like best dressed on Halloween, as a terrorist. What? Why? Why is that the case? Why can't it
I
be?
think that's just
Why can't people look at it
society,
and say,
man.
"Oh, that's peace"? Like monks, for example. When you see a monk walk in the street, you always, "Oh, terrorist." No, you don't think that. You don't think that because their religion and their people have been labeled as peaceful. But it's not. It's the sad reality for us where we're like, nah, Habibi, you can't wear this.
I mean, if you look in history, terrorists and people that have killed a lot of people. I mean, you think of people like Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
Who basically dictated against killing a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of
There's a few other cultures as well that I've seen. We don't really know their names, but they're there. They're there. There's like dictators and stuff.
And I mean, all I'm going to say is when you go into a country and, drain it of its resources and its oil.
How did this get so deep?
I don't even know. But yeah, when
This
you
is one of our funniest
when you drain countries, Arab countries as their from their resources and stuff, you expect backlash. That's just how it is.
100%. I just think we'll never.
I'm not saying
we'll
terrorists.
never live in a time.
Yeah.
I just think I'll never see the day, and as I said, my kids will never see the day where you can just walk in a abayah. Like you can just walk in Islamic clothing outside your house and not be looked at. You probably won't be abused. No, you won't be abused. You walk out, you won't be abused. No one will tell you anything, but they'll look at you. They'll look at you and they'll give you that look. It's always the same look.
Yeah, it's not just looking. It's like
it's not just a look. It's
like
the same look. I've noticed that, bro. When we used to go on holidays and stuff, sometimes in certain areas, and mum would wear the scarf and things like that. It's always the same look. You can't ignore that look, and that look is that look where it's like you're not welcome here.
yeah.
You're not
Like,
welcome.
what are you doing here?
What
It's
are you
like-
doing here? And we just can't.
I mean, we
avoid that
don't
look.
experience it as much here because we're obviously
Obviously, we're in an area
we're
where
in
it's
the area,
predominantly.
but when you go just a bit further, you see what we're talking about. You'll see what we're talking about. Anyway, but back onto the Afghani UFC fighter. What ended up happening is he actually terrorized the guy in the octagon. He smashed
Not
him.
because he's a terrorist, but because
he smashed him, bro.
bad way of using the word. But he
He
smashed him. Yeah.
He smashed him. Like, and
Well, I
that's-
love that. I fucking love that.
He didn't in the face off. He didn't like
Was
go
he the
out
underdog?
of his way. I think so. Yeah, he didn't go out of his way to hit the other guy in the face off. He just said, "You know what? I'm going to do."
But
it
that's
in
the thing. I
octagon."
love when people let actions do the talking, not the words do the talking. Because you can do a lot of this, right? You can do a lot of that,
Yeah,
but you need your actions to back it up.
100%.
All right. So that's why I think that when people like that they get served, mate, best thing to ever watch.
Bro, oh my god, I can't just get into UFC, bro.
Hamza.
The last event, Khamzat and
All
Islam.
I'm gonna say is Hamzat.
Bro, that
And
guy's a
Islam.
different breed, bro. What the
The
fuck?
guy took how long off? He took so long off because he had some issues that
People were
he had to deal with.
shitting on him, man. Bro, the guy got COVID. He had lingering effects of COVID.
The guy was like dying. I think the
Yeah.
guy was at a stage where his health was going to kill him. Comes back in the way he came back. First round submission, and not just the first round submission. The way he picked up his opponent like a fucking baby. He picked him up like that. And not only that, he made it seem so easy because when he picked up his opponent, he's sitting there and he's talking to Dana. Who, mind you, Dana White was on his phone during one of the best fights of the fucking night.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know what... after that, he goes, I don't know what Dana's doing, watching porn or something. He's like...
Yeah.
That's why I was
But
screaming at
he
him.
actually screamed at Dana.
Yeah.
He's like, Dana, this is the real fight.
Yeah.
Puts the guy down,
Bro.
fucking manhandles him like a little baby, and chokes him out.
Oozing with confidence.
Chokes him
Honestly,
out. The guy choked him out. The guy was gone.
You won't see a guy that's more confident in what he does, honestly. Like,
Never.
if you look
Never,
at...
never.
You know what gets me excited about this? Because, like, if you look at dominant fighters like Khabib, for example. Dominant.
Yeah. But the thing
But-
is, these guys are making it exciting because they're going to be the next Khabibs.
Yeah, but not only that is Khabib was good. Khabib was next level good. But what let him down is his charisma or his confidence.
Yeah. He wasn't a
You
Conor
know what I
McGregor.
mean? He
Why
was confident. He was confident in himself, but he wasn't.
Imagine Khabib with the personality of Conor McGregor. That would have been the greatest, and I would say the greatest and biggest fighter of not only our generation of all time.
Yeah.
All time. But
That's the
thing
reason
is,
why
McGregor
he's-
never had the dedication of Khabib, and Khabib never had the charisma of McGregor.
Yeah, that's why he's not spoken about as much because he didn't. He done the talking in the cage, but that was about
But
it.
the thing is, Khabib, I still think, or sorry to any Khabib fans and stuff, I'm a Khabib fan myself, but I still think he left a bit early. He could have stayed a bit longer.
Yeah.
Cement. He is the
knows?
GOAT. He is up there. Not probably not the GOAT, but he's up there in the talks. Definitely up there in the talks. But he would have secured and cemented the GOAT status if he stayed for a little bit longer.
Look, who knows if we see a guy as dominant as Khabib? Like,
Oh, you know what, Hamzat, I'm telling
knows?
you, bro. How much?
wanna see him
How many
against-
punches has he taken? One.
bro, he's taken less
One
punches.
punch.
Less punches than the amount of UFC fights he's had.
One punch.
That's
One
crazy.
punch, bro. The guy's taken one punch in his whole career.
crazy,
Remember the
honestly.
fight before that? We're watching it, and he just knocked him out in 15
It
seconds.
was one punch. It was just he ended it in one punch.
He just like boom.
That
right hand.
that shit
boom.
gets me
Easy,
excited, bro.
Easy.
Because it's
I think-
exciting.
Has he had a real strong opponent yet?
With the guy he beat, the Zhang Ling,
Zhang Ling,
I'm
yeah,
not sure
that
what his
guy.
name is, but that guy's a good opponent. He's like better, 100% better than the opponents he fought before.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to see him against a former champ or someone that's like up there. You know what I mean?
He's middleweight, yeah. Adesanya.
No, he's more welterweight. Yeah, he's a big welterweight. He's welterweight, baby.
I think he was middleweight though,
He
wasn't he?
fought middleweight one fight, I think, but he's a big
All right,
welterweight.
Usman. Fuck! What a fight.
I don't know, bro. Usman is like.
Well,
so
this is the
good.
next event coming up now.
Speaking of Usman, yeah, Usman.
I think-
Covington.
That event is going to be one of the biggest
Bro.
events of the year.
Honestly,
Oh, it already is probably.
yeah. There's also Rose versus Wei Li, which is like, bro,
This card, but that's the thing about the UFC. Just when you start to think that it's like,
bro, Gaethje Chandler. Oh my god, Gaethje Chandler. People are sleeping on that.
I am so keen. But yeah,
Keen,
that's this
bro.
Sunday. Oh man, I don't
I
know.
hope it's not as early as the other one.
Nah,
No,
it's
it's
not.
not in Abu Dhabi. So
Should be
it shouldn't be
midday.
that early.
But anyway, guys, that was another podcast from us. I'm freaking tired, exhausted. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe, share,
subscribe.
watch us on Spotify. If you're hearing us
Bro,
on
you guys
Spotify.
you guys are killing it with the Spotify.
Yeah,
You're
yeah, I
getting
noticed a lot of people starting
yeah.
to hear it because people work out and stuff, and I do that as well. I like to listen to stuff when I'm working out.
Comment
But-
down what you do while you're
Yeah,
listening.
comment down.
Or message us if you're not.
Maybe we
on
should
YouTube.
bring back that owing thing.
Oh yeah, we should.
What do they owe us?
You owe me 2 push-ups.
Yeah, you owe me 2 push-ups. I owe you 2 push-ups actually. So fuck it, maybe let's make it a athletic thing.
Yeah.
So if you've watched the podcast till now,
What?
I owe
Bro,
you
20.
I owe you 20 push-ups. Fuck, imagine how many.
push-ups.
I don't know. It all depends on how many people watch the podcast.
However many people say I owe you.
I will do those 20 push-ups, and I'm not even joking. I'll record them if I have
It adds
to.
up by the way as well.
But anyway, guys, thanks for listening, watching, subscribing, share to everyone you know.
Be ready
Next
for,
week,
bro.
be ready for a big guest, all right? Sorry for no guest this week. We still done a podcast. We still showed up. Take it easy. Yalla. Bye.